building on what was mentioned in yesterday's episode, in the last third, I guess, today we'll be playing Leicester, we'll be simulating Manchester City, playing West Ham and playing Stoke in the Carabao Cup. So we'll wait and see what sort of results we get from this set of games. We lost to Wolves at the end of yesterday's episode after beating Chelsea and Tottenham. So we find ourselves in 8th currently in the Premier League. Again, just 4 points above 15th. So we're not running away with things, but it did take the defeat to Wolves and the defeat to Norwich in a simulated game for us to lose pace. So we'll just wait and see how things go today. I genuinely don't know what to expect from your response to the issues that were raised in yesterday's episode. I'm not going to go into it in detail at all now because I spent a long time talking about it in yesterday's episode. So do make sure that you saw yesterday's episode and make sure that you watched the entirety of it, specifically kind of from half time in the second game onwards, and let me know your feedback on the issues raised. I'm going to rotate slightly for this next game because obviously, as you can see, not everybody is fully fit. Pleased to see some more growth from Campos up to 83 even, and Ollie Skip is up to 77, Pereira Rock up to 72. As we've moved into a new month and the updates, or the overalls, sorry, update, we can play. To be fair, probably best playing in the home kit, aren't we? Than the away kit there. So let's see what we can do here. I'm going to put Campos in at cam. We'll take Rolls out for Evans. Nibs can come in for Adebayo, Mepham for Collins, and James Wilden for Pereira Rock. There was an international break recently, which is why we've not got a fully fit team, but hopefully the team that we are putting out will be fit enough and capable enough to see off the test of Leicester, although the King Power, specifically in this past season in real life, hasn't been an easy place to go. We'll wait and see what Leicester City are all about in this save. Daniel Everson in goal for Leicester. Pereira, Henteregger, Daley Blind and James Justin at the back. Doucouré, Ndidi and Polinia in the midfield. Douglas Costa and Çalhanoğlu either side of Kelechi up top. Vardy still here and on the bench. Soyuncu's on the bench too. I don't know where Leicester are in the table actually, so I'm not sure what to expect from this. Well, I say that at the beginning of literally every game, don't I? But you never do know what you're going to get when you come into a game of career mode. So we'll just have to wait and see what this one's all about. Cardo inside to Doucouré. Cross to Ndidi. Doucouré and Ndidi good block by Collins. Nicely done. Nibs just lays that back and Skip will get it forward. Here's Campos. Okay, Reike looking to get away. We use the ball out wide there to Evans as an outlet. Campos is going to make me a good run, hopefully. Okay, Reike looking to find him, but can't. Well intercepted by Daley Blind. Still thinking about selling Cantwell in January, waiting to see what your feedback is about that before we actually get to the January transfer window. Should be able to take that feedback from the last episode on board before recording anything in January. Obviously, as you guys know, I tend to record videos in advance if I can to offer myself a better quality of social life, but we'll see what we can do here against Leicester. It's 0-0 after 13 minutes. We haven't really shown much intent so far, and it's been all kind of Leicester. Çalhanoğlu has got options here. Skip denies him those options into the middle. The corner will come in from that far side. Costa to Çalhanoğlu. Will he deliver better this time? No, Evans in the way and will clear it, although only as far as Daley Blind. Right then, forward to Polinia again. Out wide is the option. Oh, he's going to turn back. Oh, he's gone backwards anyway. They don't like to cross from this kind of middle area here, don't they, where I've got Evans at the minute. They either cross from out wide or from like free kicks that are really deep. Kelechi, he's done well until he went for the pass and it's given away. Counter is on. Go on, Harvey. You're in your own half there. I think he's onside. He's just off. A breakaway for Harvey Nibs, but it's not to be. Oh, and how tight is that? If he's in his own half, he's onside, and he's 1 foot length. Less than a foot, an actual human foot. Inside their half and offside. That would have been a wonderful way to take a 1-0 lead. We'll look to slot him through here, though. Ah, but there's an extra defender, and I didn't see Hinteregger. Oh, but that stopped him winning the ball back again. Harvey Nibbs will get this out here to Cantwell. No, we won't, because Douglas Costa's back on the defensive. Kelechi with the through ball to Douglas Costa. Kelechi played in again. No, get there, Cano. I can't. Stefan with a save, but it falls straight back to Abdoulaye Doucouré. And we're 1-0 down at the King Power. Really unfortunate that went straight back to Doucouré. Douglas Costa, that was a lovely little ball. I was hoping Cano could get there. I didn't want to commit with a slide tackle, because I thought I'm just going to take Doucouré out and it'll be a penalty and risk losing Cano to a red card. So I just pressed the stand tackle, but unfortunately wasn't able to get to the ball quickly enough. And we aren't able to block the shot. The shot comes in, rebounds off the goalkeeper's foot, goes straight back to the man that took the shot. So we're 1-0 down. Ndidi. Picked off by Cantwell. Falls to Wilson. Just trying to ensure that we keep possession here. Campos going to have to turn back. And we'll switch it. And we'll build down the right-hand side if we can. Wildin under control and forward to Evans. Here's Ollie Skip. Campos again offering himself as an option at Cam, which he does very well. Nibbs rolls. Can't get the ball into a teammate or even hold on to possession to try and play the pass. Abdoulaye Doucouré around the corner there to Kelechi. Here's Douglas Costa again. Inside to Doucouré. I went for the sliding talons this time. Try and block it. Still couldn't, but Stefan made the save. They're going to take this short. Calhanoglu to Douglas Costa on his left foot. Evans out-muscled him, but then didn't actually register as being in control of the ball, annoyingly. Carlo Pereira to Calhanoglu again. And Leicester come forward and looking dangerous. For the umpteenth time, Doucouré, good tackle by Collins. It'll be another corner to them. It will. Still going to be 1-0, maybe 2-0 to Leicester at half-time. Calhanoglu will put this one into the middle. And as expected, a very dangerous ball. Can Daley Blind hit that? Douglas Costa will from there. It's bounced off Evans. And it will be another corner for Leicester before the end of the first half. Struggling for stamina, as you can see, bottom left there, Douglas Costa. But decent delivery and good hands from Stefan too. That'll be 1-0 Leicester at half-time. That was nicely done to Palhinha and Justin. And Kelechi. Nicely intercepted by Cano. Good little touch there as the pass went wayward. James Justin around the corner. Intercepted by Wildin. And I'll just get rid of it. And in fact, we might get lucky and get the throw there. And indeed we do. Turn into the second half. Looks like they're going to make a change. Kelechi coming off. And is that Vardy coming on? No, Duvan Zapata coming on. I can't remember what number Jamie Vardy is for Leicester. Must be number 9. Duvan Zapata, they're number 10 here. Evans is quick. Calhanoglu won't catch him, but... Oh, come on. That is clearly not meant to go towards Harvey Nibbs. It somehow, fortunately, ended up with a Cambridge United opportunity, but that ball was definitely meant for Okereke. Here's Cantwell. I need support on the edge of the box, and here it is with Ollie Skip, and Campos is there. Okereke actually running into me and stopping me from being able to play the pass I wanted to. Is that a foul? It is. I'll take the free kick, please. All that one. No, nothing on that occasion, and my advantage is gone. Frustrating game this against Leicester. I feel like we've been good enough in most of the game to get ourselves something from it, but I haven't yet had that really obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Campos poked that down the line, looking for Okereke, who's not quite quick enough to get there. Still 1-0 down, 25 minutes to go. Duvan Zapata with the switch. Justin down the line around the corner to Calhanoglu into the middle. Collins stabs at it and gets it away. Campos around the corner and Okereke to Evans, and there's space to get into here. This is a good opportunity to try and get that equaliser, or try and get that inside there to Okereke out of his feet. Too much underneath it again. He's done that a handful of times recently, Okereke. Good position to drill a shot. Maybe I need to do the low driven in that situation, because he's put a couple over the bar recently, Okereke, that he really should have kept on target. I have to adjust the way that I'm playing with him, perhaps, to try and get some of those goals that he scored a number of last season back more regularly than they have been so far this. Canwell, I'll lift this for Campos to run onto, and he's done that brilliantly, but Hinteregger gets across to him and puts the challenge in. That was well won by Collins, but unfortunately not aimed towards a teammate, and we might have to settle for defeat here against Leicester. Here's Douglas Costa inside to Barry. Collins, I thought he could get there. Oh, Duvan Zapata misses the target. Was certain that was going to bury itself in the bottom corner, and that was going to be 2-0 and game over. As it happens, There is still a chance. The light at the end of the tunnel is dim. Ah, and that might have just snuffed it out. Douglas Costa with possession now for Leicester, and that will be game. We are going to lose here at the King Power, annoyingly. Never mind. 1-0 defeat, but the game against Manchester City we shall simulate next and just see what sort of result we get from that. I obviously didn't deserve anything from that game. I only had one chance in the entire 90 minutes. Burnley lose 4-1 at home to Manchester United, but we'll see what this sim game against City does, and that will give me an idea of, you know, whether it's the right thing to do regarding what we brought up yesterday. They just drew with Spurs. They beat Brentford. They beat Genk in Europe too. Edison, Meunier, Titi Laporte, Alphonso Davies, Palaversa, Giovanni Lo Celso, Donny van der Beek, Bernardo Silva, Paulo Dybala now with a brace, and Rashica on the wing. That's a very, very, very strong Manchester City team. And a Manchester City team that is going to hammer us. So it does seem like perhaps it's the right thing to do for the time being to sim the big teams and play the smaller teams to give us a more realistic overall look to how the league is being played out. That might be how we move forward. It might not be how we move forward. It depends what you guys decide in the comment section. But there are bigger games ahead, Eve. You'll play in the next game against Stoke because I'll play with this team against Stoke. Right. Let's crack on. Let's see what we can do away from home at West Ham this time. Something more than the last game, I pray. Nathan Trott in goal for West Ham. Don't recognise that name. Bednarak and Hummels as the centre-back pairing. Declan Rice still here. Marega and Gakpo out wide with Sebastian Haller through the middle. Mats Hummels captaining West Ham United. Well, I never thought I'd see that. And who is this Trott guy in goal? Nathan Trott is a 61 rated goalkeeper with a potential of 74 who's at Wimbledon on loan from West Ham. So he is a West Ham goalkeeper, but he's not that good unless well, no, because dynamic potential only counts for the user's players, doesn't it? So he's at most 74 rated, Nathan Trott. Not the best of goalkeepers for West Ham here. Hopefully we can get a victory. Rice inside to Haller. Declan Rice to Haller again. And across to Soucek. Sambi, good block. Mepham forward and rolls. Does well. There's the turn. And he's on the run, Okereke, but we'll get it out wide here to Campos, playing on the right-hand side again this time rather than in the middle as he did in the last game. Rolls will just try and touch that nicely. Okereke will look for Rolls again, and Jack Rolls back in the starting line, but not on the score sheet. Oh, I thought that was going to be 1-0. So confident have we been recently in Jack Rolls' finishing ability. I'll try and nod this down with him, but he's misplaced the header, and we won't have another opportunity to take the lead, unfortunately. But positive start here against West Ham. We've already created just as many chances as we did in the full 90 against Leicester, so hopefully we could get a more positive result. That's a nice ball in behind, though, to Gakpo. He might still be in trouble here. He's kept the run going. Back to Masuaku. There's Sambi. Soucek given away. Maybe counter. Maybe. Where's Okereke? He's there. Cantwell. Through nicely to Adebiejo. Oh, looking for Okereke, but can't get it to him. Campos. Across to Pereira. Tried to squeeze it down the line. Oh, Masuaku's just gotten away from me there. Here's Soucek. Through the gap nicely. Well done, Cano. Done really well there. But bumped off it by Declan Rice there, Okereke. And we're in trouble again. Masuaku to Gakpo. Back out to Masuaku. I read that turn and that one. And Pereira gets it back again. It's weird. In yesterday's episode, when we were playing Tottenham and Chelsea and it was too easy, I felt myself really losing all motivation to continue to make that video. Whereas today, we've come into this game, we've played Leicester and struggled, and now I'm playing against West Ham and I'm struggling and I'm really enjoying it again. I was really not enjoying recording the last episode. I think the last game, getting battered by Wolves, just kind of exaggerated all of those negative feelings I was having. But I'm actually really enjoying this now. Losing to Leicester when it was a struggle. I don't mind losing if it's a struggle. I just don't... I don't like winning when it's not a challenge against big teams. But this has not been straightforward against West Ham either. So I think this might be the way forward. That's a good finish from Gakpo. We're going to be 1-0 down. I think for the first 2 seasons in the Premier League at least, we'll sim the games against the Big Six and play everybody else. It seems like the best way to go about things to get the most realistic experience and most entertaining experience for an RTG. I don't see any other way around it, judging by, you know, our long-term experience playing FIFA and making content. But again, like I say, I'm recording this video ahead of time, as I said yesterday as well. So I shall wait for your feedback and see what you guys say. But, oh, he's lucky to stay on the field there. The referee won't send him off, but perhaps should do. Tuck this back, but not find a teammate. Lucky to stay on the field there, the West Ham man. I'm not sure who it was that actually made that challenge. Campos has done really well to win that back. Rock will find Rolls, who finds Okereke, who can't find Adebiejo, who made an explosive return back to the starting lineup, but since hasn't done much. So maybe it's time for Abadia to come back into the starting lineup. Although, to be fair, Okereke hasn't done much for me recently either. So we've got 4 strikers. And no one... Oh, how's that squeezed in? No one is really pulling their weight at the minute. And we're conceding too many too. 2-0 West Ham. That's frustrating to concede from there, but that's a FIFA goal, isn't it? Masuaku to Gakpo. Down the line there to Sebastian Aller. Back to Gakpo. Delivered well. Please win this header. Declan Rice does. Ooh, Stefan leaps away. Still 2-0 and time is ticking down. Mefam to Campos, forward to Okereke. Still not had the opportunity to bring Abadia on as I've made the decision to do. And what's the betting? Adebiejo now scores a goal to justify him being on the field of play. No, good save by Trott. Questioned his position in their starting lineup at the beginning of the game, being like, oh, he's not going to be any higher than 74 rated. He's probably not going to be that good. Yeah, well, he's made 2 great saves in this game to deny us 2 goals where we really should have scored. And I have nobody to blame but myself for not getting any points from this game if we aren't able to somehow turn this around. Abadia finally able to come onto the field of play after about 15 to 20 minutes from when I actually tried to make the change. Into Rolls, and we have one back, but it might well, probably will be too little, too late. And again, it's Jack Rolls that's getting the goals for us. Our strikers need to step up to the plate, because at Cam, he's dragging us through this season right now, Jack Rolls. It's 2... Oh, if I could have stepped in there. Oh, it would have been so close. It's 2-1 to West Ham. We could genuinely have won this game if I had slightly better finishing with the clear-cut chances that we've had in this game. And Nathan Trott, to be fair to him, has performed well. I won't have the chance to counter. We will lose 2-1 to West Ham. But again, as was the case with the Leicester game, an acceptable result for the way that the game played. Pleased. Not in the sense... I know you know what I mean when I say I'm pleased that I lost. Pleased that it was a challenge. And not just playing against a top 6 side and walking it because FIFA logic. So, good. In the next game, we'll play Stoke. We'll play with the rotated 11. You played in that game! You played in that game! Shut up, Campos! Oh, Jesus Christ. He's playing in every game. And he's coming to me telling me that he's unhappy with the amount of football he's getting. You're playing every game! Go away! Stoke City up next in the Cup. Let's see. Well, he's not going to play this one, so that's going to piss him off even more. But what's the bet he comes to me after this game and he's like, thanks for playing me, boss. Really enjoyed the football. Oh, Stoke City away. We knocked them out in the playoffs last year, which is a major reason why we're in the Premier League this season. Now we've got them in the Cup. Ordinarily, I wouldn't have played the Carabao Cup, but with it being a quarter-final and the fact that we could genuinely get something out of this Cup run now this season, I'm actually going to give it a bit more attention. Stoke City away from home of the Britannia for the 3rd and final game of the episode. Stokes 11, Butland, Bauer, Shawcross, Bruno Martins, Indy and McJanet. Jonas Meffert in the middle with Etebo and Oakley Booth. Koyalipu, Force and Sis on the left. It's very similar looking side to the one that we played in the league last year. We had different results, shall we say, against Stoke last year. We lost to them in the league. We beat them in the league, but then obviously powered through them in the playoffs. So I'd like to think that we can get a good result here. We know the opposition, we're familiar with them, and we're confident of getting a win. And we'll start, hopefully, by keeping a clean sheet, which is something we haven't done for a little while now, and then build from there. It's the first time for a little while that players like Palomino have seen some play from me. I haven't used him that heavily at all this season after he had an influential period last season and played well when we needed him. And certainly his place in the squad is important for us moving forward, but right now he's not that heavily used. But when we get to busier times, fixture list-wise, he is going to come in handy, as are the other players. Like Collins, the centre-back here. Not Collins. Fitzwater and the other centre-back we've got, Dominic Wright. He's found his first-team football just completely dry up this season. But again, oh, what a ball. Nice challenge by Sweeney. Him too. First-team opportunities have been at a premium, if not non-existent, for those players this season, because obviously there are less games in the Premier League than there are the Championship, and the fixture list isn't quite as congested. But as we push deeper in this competition, and also having the FA Cup coming soon and a busy Christmas period, we are going to need those squad players to step up for us. And we're going to get a pen here, I think. Shawcross is going to haul Nibs to the ground. The referee brandishes the yellow card, and we will have the opportunity from the penalty spot to take the lead. I got the shot away, so I'm not sure whether I should really have the foul. He's pulled his shirt there, so maybe you could justify why the referee has made the decision. And from the penalty spot, to be fair, Palomino has the best pens, so we'll give him the opportunity to bury it. I'll go bottom left, and we'll score. Cambridge 1, Stoke City 0. We lead in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. McJanet down the line to Sis. Turns it. Oh, he's done me. Turns inside well. Fitzwater steps in nicely. Throw for McJanet to take. All right, Oakley Booth. Calm down, pal. Sis, back to McJanet. James Weldon does well, and we've won it back again. And on the counter we come. Looking for Palomino. Quickly back to Evans. Drive. Use that pace. You've got Evans. I'm going to pull this back to the man on the edge of the box, which is Ep6. Then we've got Ethan Clark. And we don't have a second goal. Good save by Jack Butland. Evans delivers. Oh, that was Meffert that won that header. Evans will keep it in and loft it to the middle again. Whoa! Nibs with the acrobatic, but never going in. Nice tackle by Sweeney. Just out-muscled Koyalipu. Inside to Abadia. And here's Nibs. Abadia. Nibs has gone again. Just keep possession for the time being. No point rushing it and losing it. I like my strikers are in incredible form anyway, and giving it to them is a guaranteed goal. Here's Oakley Booth. Nicely intercepted by Ep6. Meffert wins it back again. That's a lovely ball out to Koyalipu. He brings it down the outside of his left foot. Could cross it. Good block by Sweeney. Might be low-rated Sweeney, but just his physical presence is enough a lot of the time to put players off offensively. Etebo back to Bauer. Here's Koyalipu again. Sweeney in the way. Really, I do actually. Oh, I've done myself there. I really do enjoy using Sweeney at left back. He's obviously not good enough for the first team, but the referee wearing all black is putting me off here as well. Especially the fact that he's got proper boots on too. But yeah, Sweeney's decent, you know. He may only be 68 rated, but he's a very, very handy wing-back to have. Nibs will look for the run of Abadia and find Abadia, who turns inside. Oh, and crashes it off the bar. That's the closest the striker has come to a goal for quite a while. Evans with the throw. Flicked on. Not flicked on, actually, as it happens. Abadia to Palomino. Bissouma, get it to Nibs. Turn well enough. Get the shot away. It's easy for Butland. Sweeney to Bissouma. I would still like that second goal, just to firm things up here in this game. I'd love it to come from a striker as well if we can get it. I'd love to just have the chance in the first place. That'd be nice. Etebo on the counter-attack for Stoke City. Into Etebo again around the corner. Koyalipu to Bauer. Let's not concede a goal. So at least there's no extra time. And it goes straight to pens in this competition now. Good block by Fitzwater. It will still reach Sis. Good block by James Wilden. It'll be a Stoke corner. What's going to happen here? Etebo to deliver the corner. And it's dangerous. Meffert knocks it down. Oakley Booth to Meffert again. And he plays in the way. Norris makes the save. Done well enough. I should really have Dimi Mitov in goal, shouldn't I, to be fair? We'll make that change if we get through to the next round, which I'm sure we will now. Or at least I hope we will. Collins, oh, looking for Clark. Loose pass. Asked for past the feet, and he's definitely played a through ball there. Koyalipu driven inside to Meffert. What's the Bauer? Out to Koyalipu again. Oh, nicely blocked by Sweeney. Inside to Basuma. Abadir's going to make me that run, and I'll try and find him through the gap. Come on, Agustin. Come on, let's get a goal with a striker, please. Nibs. It's not to be. Nibs. It's not to be. Our Koyalipu. Oh, this is a good move, and rather typically in at the near post. Stoke City have their late equaliser. Piss. Looks like we're going to be going to penalties here in the quarter-final. Does the quarter-final actually go to extra time? Every other round goes to pens, but because it's a double-headed semi-final, I can't remember if the quarter goes to extra time or not. I think it still goes straight to penalties, but well, I guess we'll find out in a few minutes. Provided that nobody else scores another goal, of course. I'd rather avoid finding out if we can get ourselves a second goal and win the game outright inside 90. I'll not lose it, though, in that fashion. McJanet will get that down the line. Sis should keep that in. Oh, has kept that in and then crosses it out of the pitch. Well done, pal. Forward there to Oakley Booth. Lofted over the top. Oh, don't score now. Do not score now. Please catch this. That's time at the end of 90 minutes. Is it? Yes. So, is it pens or extra time in the quarter-final? We find out now. It is to be penalties to decide who goes through to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. It's pens, and in comparison, it looks like we actually have the better penalty takers. May have spoken too soon, but wait and see what happens here. I'm not too sure about this camera angle. Good save! I might take the camera mod off. We'll go the same way as we did last time. Butler makes the save. Oh, good pen. I might just take the camera mod off. I'm not using the camera mod for the overall camera. And for free kicks and set pieces, I'm not sure about the zoomed out one either. Norris makes a good save, though. No! It's one penalty apiece. I don't know where the lino and the referee go every time that there's a pen. Another pen saved. Butland keeps it out. Won't stop that one, though. Abadir gives us the advantage. If Will Norris saves this penalty, we're in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. It's force. It's saved with his feet. I said I'd give Dimi Mitov the start next time around, but Will Norris is the penalty hero and may well have earned himself the start in the semi-final. You guys will have to let me know which way you think I should call it when we get there. But for the time being, thrilled with that. That is Cambridge United into the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, where we'll face either Everton or Manchester City or Liverpool or Arsenal. But the double-legged semi-finals of the Carabao Cup will involve Cambridge United. Stay grounded, James. Probably won't last too much longer at the club, to be completely honest, but we'll wait and see how things go. Transfer offer from Sevilla for Okereke. Now, if we were still in the Championship, I'd say I'd probably accept that. If we were relegation threatened, I'd say we should probably accept that. But sat mid-table, having a decent season, I feel confident enough to turn that bid down. Sevilla aren't that big a club to have come in from Spain. They're obviously a decent-sized club. Third in... To be fair, they're having a very good season. No, I'm happy enough that I've turned that deal down. I don't feel like we're in the situation where we absolutely must be selling players that come in, or selling players when we get bids from big clubs like that. I'm not going to do the Youth Academy one. Sorry, lads. It's not happening. Our board rating is 69 at the minute. Lovely. In the red. Never mind. Tomorrow, we have Southampton, Arsenal, and Sheffield United. And we've got... Oh, it's the FA Cup against Millwall. And Manchester City in the Carabao Cup. Manchester City in the Carabao Cup. Do continue to leave your feedback for me in the comment section down below on all of the points raised in this episode and the previous one. Even though we got worse results, I'm happy with how today's episode went, I think. Pretty sure. I don't know. What do I know? Anyway. That's all for today, though. Thank you very much for watching, boys. I will see you tomorrow.